Nebraska junior quarterback Noah Vedral has entered his name in the NCAA transfer portal. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. Not really a surprise, I don't think, as you knew one of these quarterbacks was probably going to eventually move on, as they all have the same aspirations. They want to be a starting quarterback, and unfortunately for Vedral, he never got the spring here to really show what he could do. We started 2 games a year ago, one at Minnesota, then the Indiana game. Then most notably, he led Nebraska to a fourth quarter victory against Northwestern when he came in off the bench when Adrian Martinez went down with an injury in that game, leading Nebraska on a 1-minute scoring drive, highlighted by a throw to Wan'Dale Robinson that set up a game-winning field goal by Lane McCollum. But unfortunately, he just probably wasn't going to get that look, that opportunity, especially when we don't know the status for this upcoming season on when the team will be back on the field, when they'll practice, even when they'll play games here at this point in 2020. And what makes Vedral interesting now is he's a 2-year graduate transfer. He graduated here from Nebraska in just 3 years, started out at UCF as he was offered by Scott Frost before Frost's first season there in Orlando. Then he came out with Frost, won the number 2 job behind Mackenzie Milton, played on that team that went to the Peach Bowl. He followed Frost to Nebraska, where he walked on for 1 semester because he had to. The transfer rules back then, UCF was not allowing him to transfer via scholarship to Nebraska to follow Frost, so he had to walk on before getting his scholarship in that June of 2018. Played in 1 game that year after finally when UCF signed the waiver that allowed him to play and take advantage of the 4-game redshirt rule in 2018, but just never really got that full opportunity. Has played a lot of meaningful snaps, though, both as a backup at UCF in 8 games behind Mackenzie Milton, and obviously here this last year behind Adrian Martinez getting 2 starts. He'll be an attractive, I think, graduate transfer, especially for maybe programs that don't really have a quarterback in place, ones that didn't really get a spring practice to prove that. You got a guy here in Vedral at least know has started 2 games, has some solid Big Ten game film out there, but could even be a guy maybe for a program with a new head coach, a place where a coaching transition has happened, but they didn't have that spring to really see what they had with a new system in place. So it will be interesting to see where Vedral ends up, but that opens things up here even more at that quarterback position, as Adrian Martinez, Luke McCaffrey, and Logan Smothers are the top 3 guys here for Nebraska going in to this 2020 season. For HuskerOnline.com, I'm Sean Callahan.